this assignment is going to be very different from the assignment we did previously because there's very specific ways you're going to illustrate, all right? The overall thing, this is the over-encompassing part of the assignment. You are going to, and I am going to show you, how to recreate these 5 styles. We're going to do one each day, all right? That's easy enough. So today we're going to start with the flat faces style. I'm going to show you how to draw that. I think, as you guys are looking at it, you probably can figure out exactly how to draw it, all right? But that's not the challenge. The recreation will probably take you, my demonstration will take 10 minutes. You'll probably do 10 minutes to recreate it. That's not the difficult part. The difficult part of the challenge will be that you're going to take this style, and 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 you're going to use it to draw this. Okay? And how you do that is really going to be up to you. But what I've done is I have explained what I look for each style right here. So flat faces is geometric, sharp. You get the idea, okay? So you're going to use that drawing ability or the way that the style is created to create the rows, all right? So what will happen is, or how I see this happening is this. Today I'm going to demonstrate that first one, the flat faces. You're going to watch my demonstration. I'll record the demonstration in case you need to watch it again. All right? You're then going to go back, and you're going to recreate that. All right? And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Once it's recreated, my guess is that's going to take you 10 minutes. All right? When you recreate that, you're then going to go ahead, okay, and you're going to create 2 sketches, all right, of how you think you're going to complete that style in with the rows. So you'll do the recreation and go, okay, Mr. B, I got the recreation done. All right, pull out your sketchbook, draw the rows using that style. So you're going to do 2 sketches. You're going to kind of plan that out. Once I look at those and go, you're good to go, you're then going to go into Illustrator in the same file. Everything's going to be in the same file, all right? You're going to create the rows in that style. And you may or may not finish that in one day. My guess is you probably will, but there's enough time built in, okay? Tomorrow we'll go over the next style. The next day we'll go over the next style. You understand? So, yes, it's a lot. All right, this is a 1-week assignment, but the recreations are not going to take you very long, and some of the styles, you're going to be able to create the rows relatively quickly. All right? So that's the overall encompassing challenge for this particular week. It is a 1-week assignment. All right, that's my plan, is to do this in 1 week. We should be able to complete it. All right? The specs, which we're going to set up, and I'm going to show you how to set up. It's an 1117 document. All the illustrations are going to try to be roughly the same size for your final presentation. All right. The final product will be printed on a 1117 sheet. You're going to hand in a PDF that has your name in the file, okay, along with your printout. And then you're going to go ahead and we're going to work with all colors being CMYK. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to sort of go over how to set this up. All right, so I just want you to pay attention. Again, this is going to be recorded, all right, so that you have that set right in front of you, all right? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Illustrator and I'm going to create a new document, and I'm going to create a tabloid document, 1117, okay? So 11 by 17 now, I don't need 6 artboards, I just need 1. All right, the rest of it's set, CMYK, boom, you hit create. So this is the one document that you're going to have everything on, all right? So I'm immediately going to go to File, and I'm going to save it as, and I'm just going to say, because I'm going to use the same file over and over again, Mr. B illustration styles. I hope I spelled this right. There you go. All right. I hit OK. No, go away for templates. Okay. So I've got my initial file set up. Next step is I need to go to the curriculum website, and I need to grab the flat faces piece here. So I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to drag it to my desktop. Okay? Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to drag it right into here. Boom. Now from here, all right, you can shrink it if you want to shrink it. All right? You can change the size. You can do anything you want to it. Doesn't matter. At the end, you're just going to resize everything to be roughly the same size. Okay? So I'm going to leave him just like this guy right here. I am going to go to my layers and I'm going to quickly create a new layer on top of it, because this is going to be my drawings. And this is going to be my originals. Now, I'm going to delete this when I'm done recreating it because I don't need it anymore. But for now, I'm going to keep it there. All right? So I think we can all kind of figure out how we're going to draw this, right? Pen tool. So I'm going to lock my originals layer just so I don't draw on it because it's just a pain. And I'm going to go to my drawings layer. And I'm going to, first thing before I do anything else is I want the swatches. I want to use the colors, and I want to get those set right now. So I'm going to go to my swatch panel, all right? And I'm going to delete all these swatches because I don't need them. And I'm going to click on CMYK red, and I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to hold the shift key, and I'm going to click here to select all my colors, and I'm going to delete them. Personally, this is not a big deal, okay, in terms of file creation. This is more a me thing. If you decide to be a professional designer, it's not going to be that big of a deal if you don't do it, but I like to have clean, easy files, so I try to delete all the swatches. I only want swatches that I use, all right? So I've got that completed. Now what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to click on this little folder, and that's going to create, and I'm just going to call this flat faces. That's where I'm going to put all my swatches for flat faces, all right? So I'm just going to grab my color picker, and I'm going to grab this orange, and I'm going to click and I'm going to hold for a second, and I'm going to drag it over right under flat faces. I'm going to grab this sort of in-between orange, click and hold, drag it over. I'm going to grab this red, or I guess it's red, right? Maroonish red. Click and hold, drag and drop. All right? And so this color is this color, and this color is this color. So it is a 3-color project. So now I have my colors all set up. All right? I always recommend setting up your swatches first. It makes life easier. All right? Because if you've noticed, if you have a line like this, and this is the stroke, all right, and let me just bump this up a little bit. Remember that the color picker is also an attribute picker. So if I click here, it's going to turn it into a fill, and that's kind of annoying if you're not expecting it. All right, so I always set up my swatches first. Well, now I've got my swatches set up, so now all I'm going to do is use the pen tool. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to grab the pen tool. I'm going to click right here. Now, there might be a little futzing with this because it's a low resolution image, and it's hard to really see the fine lines, but try to get it as close as you can. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to click, 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 and click. Now, I would suggest when you do this to sort of pick other colors, but it's really up to you. Like I might take this for now, and I might just turn it into a blue so I can see it. All right. Now, I have to deselect because I don't want the pen tool to connect to that same point again. Now I'm going to click here, 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 and you do have to complete the shape. And I'm going to go here, and again, I'm just going to pick a random color, green. All right? Now I got this shape. Pen tool. Click, click, click. I don't know why I keep saying click. It's just force a habit. Yellow. Oh, that's a pretty yellow. Again, unselect it. Once you have that one point, you notice I'm going back to that same point again, so it connects. Makes my life easy. We like to make our lives easy. Come down here, click, and again, I'm using this point. Remember to complete the shape. Let me pick another random color here, something like this. That's not random. I already have a green. Let's do, yeah. Oh, no, it's an orange. We already have an orange. There we go, teal, much better, okay? Pen tool, click, click. I should stop saying click, but I just can't anymore. Click. All right, let's go hot pink. Now again, and again, pen tool here, 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 and here, and I don't know, light pink. So now, if I hide this layer, here's my recreation. That took me about, what, 2 minutes? And it probably would take you less if you don't keep saying click like I do. All right? So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my layer, and I'm going to grab him, drag it over here, and then I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to my swatches, and I'm just going to go, all right, this is the light orange. This one's a light orange. And then this one's the red. This one's the darker orange. This one's the red. And this one's the darker orange. And just like that, I have my recreation. All right? Now, so that's done. So I can go to my layer. I can unlock this. I can click on this, and I can delete it. What I would do is go back here, click this, and group it. Command-G or group. So that now you have it grouped together and you don't accidentally pull a piece off. So you look at this, and the style of this is basically, it's the top half is lighter, and the bottom half is darker with these darker colors to create sort of a shadow. And it almost, not completely, but roughly looks like it has a little bit of a geometric 3D feel to it. Yes?
Kind of looks like a road with some sort of light over the
A
top.
little bit. All right? So what you're going to do now is you're going to go in to the website again. Oop, there's my friends. All right? And you're going to grab the rose image, and we're going to drag and bring the rose image in. It's going to be huge. It's a nice high-resolution image, all right? And you're going to work on the rose. You do not need to do the background, just the flower, okay? So you do not need the background. So now you're going to take this, all right? And actually, I made a boo-boo. I'm going to cut this. I'm actually going to put this in my originals layer because this is going to stay, okay? The other thing to do when you drag and drop like that, remember it's file place. You want to go to your window, and you want to go to your links. You want to find that image, click this little guy, and we're just going to embed it. If I don't embed it, and you guys go home tomorrow or tonight, come back, and something happened, the file gets deleted, it's not a big deal because you always have access to the file, but it's going to give you an error message saying, I can't find this image that you put in. All right, so I always embed it, then it's there. Because this is going to stay here. The flower is going to stay, so you have a reference. So now what you're going to do is using this style, you're going to do this. Here's the thing. The rose doesn't have to be orange. All right? So what I would do is I would go to my swatches, and I'd create a new swatch group here, and I would just call it rose. Okay? What? Yeah. All right? And I would go into the rose. It's the rose, the stem, and the leaves. Okay? And I would go in and I would grab the colors that you need. All right? Light pink. That's a pretty color. All right? You don't have to go crazy. You know, you can find a few different shades. There's some red. There's some purple. You know, I've got a lighter green. I've got a dark green. You know, really, if you wanted to, and I would probably recommend it, is depending on the style. Like this style uses 3 colors. Use 3 colors for that style. All right, that'll make it simple. Otherwise, you're going to drive yourself nuts because there's so many shadows and so many shades in this particular image. So I would pick 3 colors. You know, for the 3 colors for the pink and 3 colors for the green. All right, light, dark, darkest, light, dark, darkest. That would be my suggestion to you to make life easy for you, which I like to do. All right. So that's the first style. That's the file setup. What's going to happen is you're going to take this style right here, and right next to it will be the rose. Next style, and you're probably going to have to take this and shrink it down so it all fits on 1117. It's a really nice portfolio piece because when we do for the portfolios, we get rid of the recreations because nobody cares about that, and we just show your beautiful roses in the different illustration styles. Why we do this, and we do something like this next year as well, is this is, again, adding on to your ability to create in Illustrator. All right? Especially for those of us, and I include myself in that, who can't draw that well. This helps because you can look at this style and say, oh, I can draw in that style, and I can create this really interesting piece. These styles all come from logo trends over the years. This is from 2018, I believe, where there's a book that does all these logo trends. And this is one of the styles that they name as one of the trends of that particular year. All right? I can show you the entire file that has all of them. It's really cool. But I pick it down to kind of pick and choosing the ones that I think are right around your abilities and will help you guys learn. All right? Does anybody have any questions about that?